Can somebody tell me why these chicken wings $30.80 for 10 of them? I might as well go to a restaurant and purchase them already cooked and clean and everything. I thought he said he was going to reduce grocery prices. The lies they tell.
Welcome to shit that just don't make sense spending money on. Walmart edition part 1. First thing up, these little ass cups of hamburger helper. Why would I pay you $2.24 when I can go to the back and get a box for $1.25? Make it make sense. Next up is your favorite Uncrustables. You get a 10-pack for $10.46. Now, why would I pay that when I can buy a loaf of bread, peanut butter, and jelly and get twice as much of a sandwich because you know that shit halfway gone? Nope, not gonna happen. Now, somebody please explain to me when bleach, great value bleach, went up to damn near $6. Like, what the fuck, man? Y'all playing. Now, I can get the same thing for the same price with a smaller amount with the label. I cannot hesitate, so I gotta get the bleach, but we ain't gonna get the big one. We gonna get the reasonable one. Oh, now I gotta take a deep breath with this one because this really pisses me off. Since when? The orange juice. And look at this little bitty. This ain't even a fucking gallon. $7.64. But if you want a name brand, clearly it's half the size. Bitch, I'm going to Produce and get me some oranges. I squeeze some shits myself. Okay, so clearly these are the biggest scam ever. Now, if you know me, back in the day, these used to be $1.
Hey, Rych Babes, it's Robin Milan, and welcome back to the channel where we do it the rich way, girl. We think rich, get rich, and stay rich. Now, here's something no one is really talking about right now. The United States is in a partial shutdown, all right? Hear me out. And that means that they literally stopped counting certain data, like inflation, unemployment, and, you know, the Consumer Price Index report. Everyone waits for each month to see what prices are doing. And yeah, that was supposed to drop October the 15th, but according to Morningstar, right, it just released the article today that it has just been rescheduled for October the 24th because of the shutdown. So while you're out here budgeting your prices and stressing over bills, the very system that is supposed to tell you what everything costs has just gone quiet. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and let's get right into this topic.
The federal government that has anything to do with any issue other than the health of the American people, the safety of the American people, and the economic well-being of the American people, which includes trying to drive down the high cost of living because our country is too expensive. Donald Trump promised to lower the high cost of living in the United States of America on day one. But costs aren't going down, they're going up. Inflation is going up. Life has become more expensive in the United States of America because of failed Republican policies, including the Trump tariffs.
Bro, if I knew how bad the economy was going to be up to date, I wouldn't have been riding no bikes, playing no video games. I would have bought a house when I was 10. They did a study based on today's economy. Like, what should minimum wage be based on today's economy to make sure an American is comfortable living a day-to-day life, like with the prices, how the prices is up to date. Bro, do you know how much they say you need to make an hour to be comfortable around this motherfucker? $66 fucking dollars an hour. $66 an hour, bro. Who the fuck making that? That ain't even the kicker. You make $66 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. At the end of the month, guess how much you gonna have in whole? 10 bands. Oh no, but don't think you taking the whole 10 bands. You forgot about Uncle Sam. You're going home with 6,500. Maybe a 7-ball if you lucky. Okay, so eliminate all the bills and life expenses from that 6,500. You left, even motherfuckers who making $66 an hour after paying all their bills and life expenses at the end of the month, they only gonna be able to save a band or two a month. So regular motherfuckers like me and you was just cooked. We po. We just, at this point, we just on the internet seeing who can be po better. Who can be best at being po.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm over these prices on everything. I just left from Walmart. I spent almost $200 on nothing. On nothing at all. Nothing at all. You know, I ain't broke. I don't mind spending it. I don't mind spending it at all. Sometimes you be like, okay, I'm gonna spend some money for sure. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. And it's not a long receipt. I don't think I got that much for almost $180 worth of shit. There's no way. There's no way. I kept looking at the receipt, looking at my shit, looking at the receipt, looking at my shit. All they had to give me. They had to give me. I calculated everything on this receipt. Like, there's no way. The receipt is right. The receipt is right. Wow. I feel like I didn't get shit. So I don't feel like it was worth $180. And that's disappointing. Like, if I would have got some big shit, like something on this list over $15, I'm like, okay. But I just spent over $15 on one item. I'm stressed.
To be so for real with you guys, so I work at Target, and the price changes I've been seeing have been insane. Literally everything has been going up, and I'm honestly very scared. And beauty's going up a couple dollars, and I know that does not make a difference, but it does, because if everything's going up a couple dollars, we all know everything's expensive as it is. It's just gonna keep getting worse. And I did price change for electronics, and some of that shit was going up $50. I'm gonna literally crash out, and I feel like I've never seen it this bad, if I'm being completely honest. And I've worked at Target for 7 years. I've worked at Target during COVID, and that was bad time for all of us, and prices were kind of going crazy for like toilet paper, hand sanitizers, but like this is everything, everybody. We need to save our money and not shop, apparently. And with Target and many other retailers not even putting price tags on their clothing, so they can basically fluctuate the price however they like. Guys, this is not fun. At least I'm on a Target paycheck, so I know how to make my pennies last, but I am truly scared.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely feeling like prices have went up. I tried to do a good deed, and I went to Cousin Subs to get my mama a sub. Now, she told me to make it a meal. She wanted some fries. My mom loves fries from Cousins, and she loved a little drink. She wanted an orange soda. I get there. I tell them I want a club with no onions. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let me make that a meal. She said, oh, yeah, we don't do meals no more. Bitch, what? Yeah, you got to buy everything separate. So now you want me to buy a $10 ass sandwich, a $3 ass fry, which is a small fry. Like, y'all know the McDonald's small fries that come in the fucking kid Happy Meal? Yeah. You want me to buy that and plus a drink? Drink might be $4. Bitch, are we dumb? I get to the window. She's like, I'm like, yeah, when y'all stop doing meals? Here she go. Oh, when the last time you been to a Cousins? Bitch, I've been to a Cousins recently, and I never buy a meal from y'all, but I never heard of that dumbass shit. Cousins, y'all need to come out here and explain that to me, because when the fuck have y'all stopped doing meals? And why the fuck would I purchase everything fucking separately? I don't know if y'all used to know, but Cousins used to be about good, affordable. $6 for a little sub. Same with Subway. Subway used to have to fall out a foot long. Baby, I don't know if that shit is $5 anymore. I remember McDonald's used to have the dollar burger menu, the value menu. Baby, I know prices went up. McDonald's fries are $4 now. Get the fuck... No.
Rych Babes, when the government stops collecting data, it's not just a technical glitch, it's psychological. Because when you stop counting people, you start forgetting people. Every number on those charts represents someone's real life. A mom stretching $40 for gas, a man who just got laid off, a student working 2 jobs to stay in school, and right now, those realities are invisible on paper. The shutdown has delayed the CPI, the job reports, and several other updates that policymakers use to make decisions. That means for the next few days, at least, they are still flying blind, while the rest of us are trying to fly through life on vibes and a budget, okay?
So, I'm sick of this adult shit, right? So I got paid. I immediately made sure I put money up for my mortgage, so I won't be homeless. I paid the electric bill because they be threatening people. If you don't pay them like the first day, they talking about they cutting you the fuck off. So I paid them. I just paid the gas bill, paid my water bill, made sure I paid my afterpays. That's like very important. Pay them. They got a new app called 4. They starting you off with good money. Pay them, right? But then I'm like, oh my God, I got the number one hustler right now, the market. I got to go there. I'm probably going to spend like $300 in the market. I'm tired of being an adult. Look at my fucking nails. I want to go to the Nollery. and get my nails and feet done. I'm like, so do I spend $200 in the market? Because like, I'm laughing, but this shit not funny. And then trying to make sure I put some money in savings for a fucking rainy day. It's raining every motherfucking day.
If I did not pick up extra shifts and work overtime, I would foreclose on my house and be homeless. It wouldn't be tomorrow or next month, but it might be in 3 months. I have 1 month's savings. I have enough to last me 1 month to live my life and pay my house bill. And if I decided next week that I was done working overtime, I would slowly lose that savings and I would slowly march inevitably to a foreclosure on my house.
Babe, let's break this down, right? So when the data stops, the decisions slow down. The Federal Reserve looks at the CPI to decide whether to raise or cut interest rates, which affects your credit cards, your mortgage, your car note. No data means they're making calls based on old information. And it's like trying to drive through a storm without your windshield fogging up. Like what? Like you can still move, but you can't see clearly. And here's the thing, the Treasury estimates this shutdown is costing about $15 billion a week in lost output. Like that's money bleeding out while regular people are bleeding in their wallets, right? Like meanwhile, gas keeps creeping up again, groceries quietly jumping another 50 cents, and your bills keep doing that little dance where everything costs more, but no one is telling you why, right? And that's where the psychology comes in. When people feel unseen or uncounted, they panic, and we overspend to feel in control. We start scrolling for comfort. We go numb because it feels like no one at the top is paying attention anymore. Like that's not just financial stress, that's economic invisibility. And honestly, it's extremely exhausting, girl, but don't give up. Hold on, girl.
My tripping her is there like no point in complaining about gas prices for real. Cause like unless you expecting to walk or bike or take a bus somewhere, your ass gonna go ahead and pump that gas in your car. Like you ain't really got much of a choice for real.
So here's the part that gets me. The economy functions better when we're too tired to question it. When you stop asking why rent is so high or why eggs jumped again, the system keeps spinning just fine because you're distracted, because you think it's just you. But awareness is key. Right? So if they stop counting you, you start counting yourself. Track your spending, okay? Track your habits, track your peace of mind, be your own data source. Because once you know where your money and energy actually go, you can start reclaiming your control, okay? Don't wait for them to define your worth. Define it yourself. No matter what's going on, okay? Listen, people have flourished in so many different scenarios and economy situations. So don't let this get you down, girl. Like, this is why I always say knowledge is currency. The more you understand what's really going on behind the headlines, the less you panic and the faster that you pivot. Whether you're creating content, selling products, or just trying to feed your family, staying informed and stay grounded. And look, I get it. Like, stuff be looking a little crazy, okay? Talking about government reports and, economic data isn't sexy, okay? But understanding them is a soft power move because the girls who get it protect their peace and their pockets. So don't stress out too much, okay? Stress kills, okay? So yeah, like the numbers might be frozen now, but your focus doesn't have to be, all right? So if this video opened your eyes just a little, make sure that you subscribe, girl, and share it with somebody who is trying to make sense of this economy. So make sure that you are on my email list, my loves, at richmilanco.com. The links are down in the description box below. I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Until next time, rich babes, stay rich. Love you.